Welcome back to a brand new Clash Royale video, guys. My name is Patrick, aka Chief Pat, and today we're going to be hopping into another Clash Royale leak video for some stuff you guys might be seeing coming out inside of the next Clash Royale update that was data mined, and I wanted to share it with you guys today. Now, I don't know all the technical terms for how people actually get this stuff. It's called data mining, which apparently you like unpack Clash Royale after each update, and you can check some stuff that Supercell puts inside of it and into the code or whatever, and you can sort of see what potentially could be coming next, or it might be something that Supercell's testing out for the game. And someone posted this information the other day and did some more data mining, and some interesting things popped up that I wanted to share with you guys today. Now, I'm going to share that post on Reddit in the description below. If you guys want to click it yourself and check it out, by all means, go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and check it out right now. And the first thing they saw that is being tested and might be added to the game is actually going to be 2 new cards. So the very first one is going to be called Skeleton Warriors. Now, apparently that was also the name of guards before they were implemented into the game. So the guards apparently got named elsewhere inside of the files, so it might be something completely different. I don't know if these are actually the same thing or something different, but that was something they found inside of there, as well as they found a catapult, which surely would be an interesting card. I feel like a catapult would actually be a pretty cool addition to the game, so maybe they're working on some sort of catapult, some sort of trebuchet, some sort of what other word you say for catapult. And alongside the other ones that I talked about in the last data mine episode, it looks like there's a lot of different cards that Supercell's testing that could be coming out into the game sometime soon. Now, besides that, the next one they had was actually a bunch of new game modes, which sound pretty exciting. So the first one's going to be some sort of survival mode where you actually have waves. So imagine like if you have your king tower and then just non-stop waves of cards and units start flowing towards you, and you have to defend the best you can, and the waves get faster and faster. That personally sounds amazing to me, and I really hope that's something that Supercell's working on and that's coming to the game, and apparently it is. And then another one is going to be a game mode where you need to kill a certain units, maybe an arena without king towers. That seems crazy. That seems like they would have to redo a bunch of stuff within the game, but something that they're exploring. Maybe they're even just exploring that in general to put into something else. Who really knows? But those are 2 new game modes that sound pretty epic to me. And let's go ahead and go to the final set. Now, also, there's going to be a couple new challenges. There's going to be a new blind deck challenge. There's going to be a 3 bridges challenge, apparently, a hero challenge, a team draft challenge, a team versus enemy challenge. Lots of different challenges being tested. Again, all of this stuff inside of data mines actually, not all of it comes out inside of the game. There's some stuff that they test and they throw away, or maybe they're testing something under a different name inside of the files and it never actually shows up inside of the game. But the one I want to look at is the hero challenge. Heroes could potentially be coming to Clash Royale, and for a while people have seen like little hints inside of the files of Clash Royale that heroes could potentially be coming to the game. Imagine if we had something like a barbarian king or an archer queen or some sort of crazy heroes. I'm sure they would design a bunch of new ones for the game besides just the king and the queen, but it looks like heroes is definitely something that Supercell's working on, and is something we could see coming out inside of Clash Royale. Now, again, if you guys want to check that post, the link's in the description below, and all the little picture links next to the screenshots I had on the screen were just pictures of the text from the document that the person data mined. But anyways, that is going to do it for these set of leaks. Let me know what you guys think of them. Personally, I'd be the most excited for number 1, the wave mode, where you just have to continually kill people who come towards you in the wave. And then number 2, heroes would be pretty crazy as well, and maybe the catapult. I'll throw the catapult in there. I think catapult would be a pretty cool unit, unless it turned into like an expo or a mortar. Then I probably wouldn't have as much fun with it. Anyways, let's go and get into a challenge today. I've been playing this deck to a lot of success. It's a giant Night Witch lightning deck that's worked really well for me inside of challenges, and I wanted to fire it up today again for you guys. Looks like the Fireball challenge is available today. I'm going to go ahead and skip that and go straight to a grand challenge. Let's see if we can go ahead and pick up some wins using this deck. And honestly, this deck has worked amazing for me. If the Night Witch is one of the legendary cards that you're lucky enough to have, this deck can work perfectly for you. And let's see if we can keep it grooving right now. And honestly, my starting hand's so crazy that I'm just going to split my Goblin gang. 1 spear goblin on each side, 2 goblins on each side as well. Looks like we're going to start taking on this mega minion, and we'll get some damage. Looks like my opponent is actually wasting elixir. It really drives me crazy, especially when my teammates in 2v2 waste elixir. But I'm going to play this baby dragon a little early to save my giant some HP, and then hopefully this baby dragon stays behind the giant. I don't know if that's going to be the case though, but take a look in a second. Look at what we've got going through right now. This electro wizard's going to do its thing. I don't know if it's going to be able to do enough though. The Night Witch actually outranges the Valkyrie, so it doesn't get hit, which is just a crazy interaction, and maybe we can get a value lightning spell in a moment. Looks like he's going to play arrows instead. My Night Witch is just hovering behind that electro wizard, and instead we'll get some bats to pop out, but that's really going to be the end of that push. And wow. Okay. Well, he's got a lightning spell. He has a lightning spell, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We need to actually zap this, I think, to not take any damage on that tower. That was surprising. Well, we did get some good Goblin gang damage on the left-hand side of the map, so not the end of the world. But that Electro Wizard balloon push was a little bit scary. And anyways, let's just go ahead and keep our cool, get ready in a moment with another giant push. This one being on the left-hand side of the map. I obviously want to change targets whenever I can throughout a battle. By the way, seeing as he's going to be crazy, let's go ahead and do the Night Witch plus our giant over here. He played the Lava Hound right there, which is obviously super, super expensive. I'm going to let this Night Witch do its thing. Actually, the Night Witch is going to get caught up by this Goblin gang. Mega Minion's going to go down over here. Ice Spirit to help out while the bats are pounding this Electro Wizard. Hopefully they can kill the Electro Wizard. They're actually going to be able to end up doing that. And the Giants plus the bats are going to take out that tower. Very nicely done for tower number 1. And now the Mega Minion versus my Spear Goblins. Looks like we're actually going to be able to kill that Mega Minion right there. Baby Dragon to stop these Lava Pups from doing any more damage, and that's going to be tower number 1 for us, and our opponent still struggling to knock some stuff off over there. All right, let's go ahead and get ready again. I'm going to play a Giant just to start building our push on this side of the map. I can play the Night Witch as well. He's probably going to play a Balloon behind this Lava Hound as soon as possible. He's going to play a Valkyrie first. Let's see if this Balloon comes down. If it does, then I, of course, will play my Lightning Spell, but it doesn't look like he's going to do it just yet until now. So let's go ahead and drop this right now. But boom, boom, boom. We're going to hit so many high HP targets. Balloon's going to get close. I don't think it's going to get to our tower, which it won't. And now, Giant needs to go down right now. Oh, we just were a little bit late in dropping our Giant, but still, Giant's going to be running. Bats are going crazy. Goblin Gang's going down as well, and this should basically be the end of the game as the beatdown has commenced onto his towers. Boss should go down right here, and this is going to be a 3-crown-to-0 victory. Nicely done using this deck. Now, that was a good example of switching up when your opponent plays a high elixir card. If you ever see someone play a Golem or a Lava Hound, and you have the opportunity to counter on the other side of the map, definitely try to do that if possible. So when he played his Lava Hound, I played Giant Baby Dragon, Giant Night Witch on that left-hand side, and basically it gave me that free tower. And at that point, they're spending so much elixir trying to defend the other side of the map that you can play like a Mega Minion like I did, and then I think I played a Baby Dragon as well. And that basically cleaned up that side for me, which was really, really nice for us and ended up giving us that victory. All right, let's go to battle number 2. We're going to be facing the Crow right here. Hopefully the Crow isn't rocking any heroes or any of that other data mine stuff that isn't exactly available in the game just yet. He's going to start with a Mega Minion, and he's going to play a Golem as well, so we've got to be very, very careful for how we want to do this. And I'm going to start this by playing an Ice Spirit, and then a Baby Dragon. I want my Baby Dragon to kill this Mega Minion right here. I've got my push on the other side of the map. He's trying to 3-crown me, I think, so if we can hold on for the 3-crown, that would be great. Oh, wow, this is going to be a pain. We were 1 HP away from making that a perfect play right there, but instead, all of the bats are going to be alive, and the bats are actually going to be what ends up taking the tower right there. Golem's going to do work. We're going to have to play our Mega Minion in a moment. And all in all, it's going to be fairly even as far as damage done to the towers, but he could have a small elixir lead, which is just something to keep in mind as our Night Witch does its thing over there. Okay, well, a little bit unfortunate. 2 things that happened. Our Baby Dragon died to his Mega Minion, which isn't what we wanted, as well as the bats stayed alive. So we weren't able to actually take out the Night Witch to spawn her bats, and then we could have zapped everything and made a great trade right there. But still, everything's looking fine. We are basically even as far as this goes right now. He's going to drop his Wizard, and that's really going to be a very, very expensive card to play. So we'll see how we want to counter that. I'm actually just going to drop my Night Witch on top of that Wizard. Should be able to stab that Wizard in the face a couple of times and pick us up that kill right there. And let's get ready with our Giant on the left-hand side. Or should we just go for the 3-crown? I feel like he's going to go for this right-hand side. No, he's going for this side over here. That is an aggressive play, my good sir. Let's play our Goblins to do work against this Golem. He still has not played anything. Finally, this Mega Minion's going to go down. Our Mega Minion's going to kill his Mega Minion. Zap's going to go down on the Spear Goblins. That's going to be the end of that. And just like that, look at the giant counter push we're about to have go on this side of the map. We've got a minute left, which means double elixir's about to kick in. Perfect timing for us to do a crazy, crazy push over here. Let's get our Night Witch going down. Baby Dragon's already doing work. Night Witch is running towards that Electro Wizard. Very nicely done. Ice Spirit to help freeze this Valkyrie. This push is just gigantic. The Giant still has so much HP. Goblin Gang going to go in on this Wizard. Looks like this should be tower number 1 right here. Baby Dragon going to clean that one up. Nicely played. And let's go and play our Giant ahead once again, and it looks like he's going all out for the win right here. All right, it's going to be our Giant and our 2 Baby Dragons versus 1 Golem. I think you guys know how this story ends right here. This tower is just going to get completely blasted. Electro Wizard's going to do its thing, but with a Giant and 2 Baby Dragons onto his tower, that's going to be 3 crowns to 1. And a very solid victory to pick that one up. The double Baby Dragons are so tough to deal with because obviously 1 Baby Dragon can take like goblins to half health. 1 Baby Dragon can take a lot of units to half health, but when you have 2 Baby Dragons back to back, like the old Golem, why did the heck did I say Golem mirrored baby dragon strategy that was super popular in early 2016. It's really difficult to deal with, but let's go and get into battle number 3, and starting with the Goblin gang. Just want to make sure we make him play his first card. Looks like he's going to do that. I'll play my Mega Minion over here. He could be playing a graveyard deck, just judging by the Knight, so we got to keep that in mind. Knight's going to walk all the way over. He's going to play a Battle Ram instead, though. Let's actually go ahead and zap right here. Ice Spirit's going to clean up those over there. Let's play our Giant in a moment. Hopefully the Giant can take tower aggro. I think the Baby Dragon will, though. And 3 Musketeers is going to be the name of the game. Okay, this is going to be a difficult battle. If our Mega Minion can kill 1 Musketeer, that would be excellent. Doesn't look like it, though. Oh, man. I could use my Lightning Spell. Definitely not what I want to do, though. Actually, I will now, just because he played that Knight. That was going to leave 1 Musketeer at fairly low HP. We're going to take some damage, but oh, okay, no. He's got the heal spell. I hate the heal spell inside of these decks. I showed you guys this deck as well. It is so annoying, but we're going to be fine. We do have the lightning spell, which is going to be great against him. And overall, I'm still very confident going into the rest of this battle, especially because we already know how his deck plays out. He's got Battle Ram, Knight, 3 Musketeer. We know his main cards for trying to dominate us. And if we can make sure we keep an elixir advantage, so we can use that lightning spell over and over on those Musketeers, I think we should be in fairly good shape. So let's get our Night Witch down right now. And with 1 minute and 26 seconds left, got to make some decisions on how we want to attack this guy. Now, he's going to be doing a very common strategy of balling up these 3 Musketeers, so it's very difficult for us to lightning spell them accurately. Boom, 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 though. There's going to go all 3 right there. He hasn't played anything yet. He's going to play a Battle Ram super late. I think he actually misplayed his hand right here. The Bats plus the Night Witch are going to do work. The Bats are going to clean up this Barbarian fairly low as well, and just like that, we've almost evened up the game, and I feel like we definitely have the advantage. What he wants to do, so basically when you're playing his deck, what you want to do is you want to play your Battle Ram and your Knight with your 3 Musketeers, so if they get lightninged, they actually lightning the Battle Ram and the Knight instead, but instead he actually didn't end up doing that too well. Looks like he's going to go ahead and elect to play an Elixir Collector, and that means it's going to be our time to shine and our time to play everything we need. Now that signals a little bit of desperation right there with that zap spell. We're going to go ahead and keep our push going. Expect the 3 Musketeers sometime soon, so I've got the lightning spell in hand. There's the 3 Musketeers. We can't get all 3 of them, so we're going to get the tower and 1 of them instead, because just like I said, he's trying to make sure that he does work right there. But with two Night Witches right there, really going to be nothing he can do. Baby Dragon's going to clean up over here, and this is going to be tough for him. I think he just really put himself in a hole when he played that Elixir Collector, and he didn't know how to keep those Musketeers alive. So that's going to be the end of the game, guys. A little bit of a scary battle against one of those meta decks, but with 3 seconds left, going to be an easy peasy victory. GG, well played, and that is going to do it for this battles, guys. Play this deck if you have not already. It's super good. It's not that difficult to play as well, and it really only requires having that Night Witch as far as legendary cards go. Other than that, it's super common cards. I guess the Goblin gang you unlock at Jungle Arena, but besides that, all of these are unlocked really early inside of the game. Maybe the Ice Spirit and Frozen Peak as well. But yeah, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about those leaks in the beginning of the episode. Do you think heroes would be crazy? Do you think all those challenges would be crazy? Some sort of wave system would be nuts? Let me know in the comment section below, but that is going to do it for this video. Until next time, I will see you guys later. Peace out.